Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to edit your videos. So whether you're creating videos for your business or you're getting started on YouTube as well, this video will help. So the software that I recommend is iMovie, and that's because it's easy to use and it comes free with your Mac. So I think it's a really great beginner option, and it will be able to do most of the things that you want it to do. So grab your coffee. I've got mine. This is literally next to me at all times. Grab your coffee and let's get started. All right, so let's open up iMovie. And you'll see that it opens on your projects page, which is just a list of all of the projects that you have recently worked on. So in order to create a new video file, I'm going to click Create New and then Movie. And this is what your editing window looks like. So now I need to drag in my clips here to get started. So what you're going to do is, if you're on a Mac, you're going to open up your Finder window and then find the file that you want to edit. So I'm going to do one that I've been working on, which is all about what tasks you should outsource to a VA. So I'm going to just grab my video file and I'm going to drag it down here to this area. All right, awesome. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, see how it's quite small like this? You're going to want to zoom in. So I just do this using my trackpad, but you could also use this button right up here. Okay, so the reason you want to do this is you want to zoom in so that you can see the audio track. All right, so as you can see, I'm not talking here. Rather than having to watch that, I can just cut that right away. So basically, I go forward with my mouse until it looks like I'm about to talk, and then I click there, okay? And then on my keyboard, I just click Command B. And that's going to split the clips into two different parts. So then you can just hit the delete key on your keyboard and delete that first shot. All right, so that's generally what I do first. I go through and I see that there's, these areas. Look, oh God, look how frustrated I am. So, you know what, guys? It's because I've been filming for the past 3 months. I have been filming all of my YouTube videos at nighttime because there has been insane construction outside my house. So I've had to do all my videos late at night, which has been a bit tough. All right, so any of these little frustrated moments, you don't need those. So all I'm doing is hitting Command B on either side of it, and then I'm deleting it out. So you can just go through your file like that. See, oh, here's another one. Look, so I'm gonna click Command B, go forward again, Command B, and delete. All right. So let's go back to the beginning. So then what I do is I watch it and see how we're doing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, okay, so that's pretty good. Now, if you need to do more precise editing, you can zoom in even further. And then what you can do is you can grab this side over here. So I just press down on my mouse and then I just drag it over to the right and I can get, even more precise. And then I can start it, with that, hey guys. And I'm pretty sure I start every single video that way. All right, so that's how you would go and edit your clips. And, same thing goes with adding additional clips. Let me show you that. Let's say I wanted to combine another clip. I would grab that and I can just place it by inserting it in the middle there. So it's really the fact that it's drag and drop like that is really great and will make things a lot easier for you. All right, so we've added our clips together and then we've cut out all of the parts where you've messed up. And now it's time to edit even further. So next what I do is I tend to correct the overall appearance of the clip. So all you have to do is click on it. So make sure that it's highlighted in yellow like this. and then you're going to click this little half circle up here, click on that. And if you click auto, generally this will do a pretty good job. So as you can see, that just gave me a bit more life, a bit more color to my face, which is nice. And you also have a few more options here. But for this video, I'll just show you the simple things that I do in every video. So if you wanted to adjust the color further, you can click the next one, which is color correction, and you can play around with all three of these different panels. So for example, if I wanted it to be cooler, I would go over to this one, which is signified with this blue here. If I wanted it to be warmer, I could do that. So it's just slight differences. You'll see that, you can adjust like the shadows and contrast, all with these icons here, all with these buttons here. So play around with that and get it looking exactly how you want. If you needed to crop in, you would click this button here. Right now, if it's on fit, that means it's going to fill the entire area. If you need to crop it in, you can absolutely do that. Just click crop to fill and then grab the corners and crop in. Okay, and then all you need to do is press enter, and that's cropped in. And then this next one is if you had shaky video, you could just click this button here and it will stabilize it automatically for you. This next one is volume on your clips. Now you can adjust it that way. I do it this way. So I zoom in on my clip and you'll see that there's a line through the middle here, right? Hopefully you guys can see that. So if I want to increase the volume, all I need to do is drag that upwards. And what's great with iMovie is they will show you if it's problematic. If it gets too loud at any one point, it will turn yellow. So just keep it under that. So, maybe you need to increase the sound a bit. That is how I adjust my sound. This one, if you needed to reduce background noise, again, that's another automatic thing. You just check the button and you can determine what percentage of the background noise you need to reduce. This next one, speed. Don't know what you guys are making videos for, but maybe you need to do that. So for example, if I wanted this in super speed, I would just click this button here. Then I would go over here and click fast. Let's see what that gives us. Great. And you can determine how fast you want to go. This next one, honestly, I've never been this far. No, I'm just kidding. So this next one I don't ever use. That's adding some audio effects. Generally, I would say stay away from those. And that is it in terms of these settings. There's also this button here, and that's just like an automatic color correction. So you could actually try this first before you experiment with these two. All right, so let's say that we've gotten it looking exactly how we want, and we've cut our clips together. Awesome. So now maybe you want to add in some music. So what you're going to do is just go to your Finder again and find a song that you want to add. I tend to use this song all the time. So I'm going to just grab that, and once again, I'm dragging it in. And you'll see that there's like a little music icon down here. So you want to drag it below your video file. And as you can see, we're getting this yellow, so we can reduce that sound a bit. And in general, you'll probably be doing background music, so then you want it to be quite low anyways. And then just test this out. So that is quite quiet. Just play around by using this, this line here for your music track and this line here for your audio as well. All right, so that is our audio taken care of. Now let's say you want to add in your title. If you click titles up here, you will see that there are all these different variations, which I really like. So go through these and find one that you like. Let me just pick a simple one. Okay, so what you're going to do, like everything else, you're just going to click on it and then you're going to drag it in, and this time drag your title above your video file. All right, so then in order to edit it, you're just going to click over here and add in your title. And what's great is you can now change the font. So no, you don't have to have this font here. You will see that there are all these fonts in here. So what's good about this is you're not limited to just all of the fonts that they show right away. You can actually click Show Fonts here at the bottom, and it will bring up any of the fonts that you have on your computer. All right, so let me grab this one that I really like. Awesome. And if you want to adjust the size, you can do that right over here. All right, so, and just make sure that it's highlighted in order to make any changes. All right, so we've made it a bit bigger, and you can decide whether you want to center it or justify to the left. And you can also change the color just by hitting this box right here and then changing it to any color that you want. All right, cool. So, and as you can see, there's already a animation added to it. So if I play that, it's going to pop up like that. All right, so that is how you would add your title. Then there is this panel for backgrounds. I don't use these. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're using just a black or white background. Maybe you're using one of those, but majority of these will look kind of tacky. And instead, what you can do is you can just insert any image that you want to your file. So for example, if I wanted to share, okay, I have one of my thumbnails recently. If I wanted to use this as a background, I could just drag it in. And again, I'm putting it in the middle of my two files, and that is going to fill the space. So you could do a similar thing with any background color you want. You could just drag in an image instead. Now, say that it, once you put it in, it may do this. See how it's zooming in like this? Tends to add this feature automatically. So if you just click on it here and then you click the crop button, it's just set to Ken Burns, which means that it is going to move the way it was just moving. So instead, if you just select fit, it's going to show the image image, and then you just hit enter, and that stops the movement. Okay, so that offers a lot of flexibility. The fact that you can add in any image you want, and we chose to add it in between the files of me. So that means that it's going to cut from me to that file, but I could also put it on top. So what I could do is I could click on that photo, and then I could click this button right up here. Now again, it has to be on top of the video file. So you're going to click this button here, and then you're going to select Picture in Picture. And this is how you would add a picture to your video. So rather than it cutting away, it's going to literally pop up on your video as is. So let me show you the way that that looks. All right, so that really comes in handy. I'll use this a lot. It just adds, an extra visual element. It makes your video even more engaging. So that's something that I do a lot. And it does put an automatic dissolve on it. If you don't want it, you just hit this button again here, and then you just change this to 0. And now it will just cut right away in. Okay? And then the final panel that we have is our transitions. And here you have many different transitions, again, that you can choose from. One that I use often is this fade to white, so I just drag it in. So these ones go in between two of your video files. And let me show you how that looks. Okay, so it did that quick flash to white before it went to the next video file. So have a look through these and find one that you like. I think you'll probably want to keep it simple and use one of these top 4, or any of these wipes actually are good as well. Let me show you that. that can be quite cool. So another thing that you might want to do to add even more interest to your video, you might want to add in some sound effects. So you're going to click audio, and you'll see that there are all these sound effects already within iMovie. So if I go through these, you'll see that there's a few. One that I use is this bell transition. So if you just press the play button right next to it, you can test it out before you add it to your file. And all I need to do to drag this in is drag it, and I can line it up where I want it, and it's going to go right in here above that song. So let's try that out. All right, so that is most of what you would want to do in terms of editing your videos. If you can think of anything else that you want to know how to do, just leave it for me in the comments below. But I think this gives you a really great starting point. You now know how to edit your clips, how to get rid of all those mistakes. Look at that. So you now know how to get rid of all of your mistakes, how to add some music, how to add titles, transitions, how to add picture-in-picture, as well as any sound effects. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope that editing is now way easier for you. If you have any other questions about this, just leave them for me in the comments below. And if you have just other tech questions, most of the videos that I make are all requests from you guys, so leave those for me in the comments as well. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do, because I put out new videos every single week, every Tuesday and Thursday to be exact. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.